Hello there, Aries. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your tarot reading overview for the month of September 2021. I hope you guys are doing great. Hope it has been a wonderful month of August coming to a completion for you, and we're going to take a look today at your messages that are coming through for the month of September. Guys, if you're interested in the astrological movements, I did do a separate video that gives a lot more detail on all the different major transits and occurrences that are happening in the planets. So go check that video out. That's going to give you even more detail. For this one, we will talk a little bit about the astrology through the reading, but we're mostly going to focus on the cards. So if you're here for the first time, thank you so much. I hope you will stay and subscribe to the Dragon channel. We'd love to have you here. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use, or would like to leave a donation for the channel, all those links and information will be down in the description box. Keep in mind, Aries, these are general readings, so they will not resonate with every single one of you out there. Please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. You can watch these for your sun, moon, Venus, and rising, and all cross watchers, of course, are welcome as well. So let's go ahead and jump in. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Aries for the month of September 2021. Any messages and information that they most need for their highest good, please share that with us. Nice. Very nice. All right, Aries. Coming out is your key word for the month is openness. This is coming out from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. So the first card coming up is openness with that beautiful full moon. That kind of gives me a feeling that this full moon ahead for you for this month is going to be very strong. Interestingly enough, this month should have been the full moon in Aries, but because we've had a bit of a lunar glitch in the system, we had two full moons back to back in Aquarius. So this month will actually be the Pisces full moon, but right after that Pisces full moon, the moon does go quickly into your sign of Aries. October will be the appropriate and the official Aries full moon. But I would say that this full moon energy is very important to you, and it's something where you're being encouraged to be open about your subconscious, open about who you are from that depths of your soul. So let's get into a life's journey oracle card to see what this could be pertaining to, what you'll be mostly focusing on for the month. Wow, Aries, so stay open to love. Wow. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So this is just saying open up that heart chakra, maybe heal the heart chakra even if you feel like you can't be particularly open at this time. But this is really saying, you know, don't hold back from loving yourself, loving others, and yes, seeing the good in yourself and other people. That is a beautiful card to bring through. So let's get into your chakra and crystal for the month and see which one of these guys is being the most activated. Wow, and the Iolite is coming up. Very nice third eye gemstone, and it is connected to the third eye chakra and the keyword of family. So this is a time to, yes, not only be open in your heart chakra, but also maybe clear that third eye chakra. You could be dealing with some family dynamics or the people that you live with, whatever that home environment, and that Iolite crystal may be very helpful for you. If you can't get a hold of Iolite, I would also recommend lapis lazuli for the third eye chakra. That's a very helpful one as well. So let's get one last oracle card before we get into your tarot. We're going to pull a spiritual guardian or guide. Let's ask which one of you are coming through to help our Aries out the most for September. Ooh, very nice. Ah, I feel such a love energy with this Already we've got Krishna coming up with devotion. You know, Krishna to me is about divine love and commitment. It says, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized and you are loved unconditionally. That connected to that family card, the love card, the openness. Wow. Aries, I feel like this is telling you in a lot of ways, don't be afraid to connect. Don't be afraid to commit. You may be getting much more devoted to someone in your life. They may be getting much more devoted and connected to you. That is beautiful. So let's go ahead and dig into your tarot. We're going to get a nice full message for you. We're going to do a past, present, future layout with a suggested approach and outcome. Oh, dear angels, again, let's see what we have for Aries in the tarot. Okay. Yeah, I do feel it. I do feel that there is this feeling around you, Aries, right? In the immediate past, you're coming from the Knight of Cups. So there is that spiritual love. There are those loving gestures that either you have made or someone else has made towards you. And that is a beautiful card. It can be a Pisces energy. Interestingly enough, we talked about that full moon in Pisces. And sometimes you don't always trust the love offer if it's someone coming towards you because, you know, you maybe have been hurt before and you go, yeah, how can I trust you? Or maybe this seems a little too good to be true. So let's see what clarifies this Knight of Cups, please, for Aries. We have the Three of Pentacles, right? So it may take you a little time to either make a love offer or accept one back because the Three of Pentacles is a group effort. It is. It's like a community coming together, people joining forces to say, let's create something that's better for everyone. So this could be someone that you've either met on the job, met at a, you know, some kind of situation where there's other people involved. So take that as it resonates to you. But like I said, you might be a little bit on the fence about accepting an offer. And the biggest reason I feel this is we have the Eight of Swords in the center. This is where your present energy and theme is, you know. So it's really that feeling of restriction, feeling very trapped in your own mind, over worrying, overthinking, feeling a lot of anxious energy. And this is something where it's only you that can set you free. No one else can do it for you because the Eight of Swords is a mental trap of your own making, right? It's your own worries, own thoughts, own self-doubts, etc. It's really time to stop beating yourself up, Aries. It's time for you to love yourself a whole lot more. And I really do feel that that's going to set you free. And look at that Queen of Cups. You know, this is beautiful because Queen of Cups is my little Scorpio queen. And she is, you know, very deep, very intuitive, very sensitive. And like I said, you are very careful right now about, you know, letting somebody in. And the Queen of Cups is careful. She, you know, out of the cup court cards, she is the one that puts a lid on that cup because she's like, I'm not going to let just anyone come into my inner space, right? Not everyone is worthy. Not everyone is good enough. So she's very emotionally discerning. I would also say this is a beautiful card of emotional boundaries. So make sure, Aries, that, you know, it's fine to be careful about who you let in, but don't let yourself get into a place where you can't open up at all because you're so worried that someone might hurt you. That's the big balance that I'm sensing and feeling. Venus, our planet of love and relationships, is moving into the sign of Scorpio on September 10th. So this could also very much go hand in hand with what you're experiencing there. Going into the immediate future of the month, we have the Four of Swords. This is to me about healing, recovering, taking some time out from the battles of life to really, you know, come back to center, to decompress. I think it's very important that you take a little time to yourself, especially in the later part of the month, Aries. I get a feeling like you're going to be doing a lot of emotional heavy lifting and working things out on a very deep level. And so it's important for you to kind of have that time to relax after all of that. And the Knight of Swords is coming in. So I would say you've got to take a break out from any restlessness, anxiousness, and anxieties. The Knight of Swords usually does have a lot on his mind, and it is important to speak your truth. No doubt about that. The Knight of Swords for me is a classic, speak your truth even if your voice shakes card. Because this is someone that has a lot on their mind. They've got a lot to say, but they might be kind of nervous saying it. So I would say, take your time, maybe write it out, voice your feelings in a way that's very healthy for you and really aids in your personal recovery and peace and healing. Because if it doesn't, then, it's not very helpful. So let's get into your suggested approach, how to go about things for this month ahead. I'm telling you, Aries, this is coming up again and again. 3 of Swords, heartache. But this is also a card of recovery from heartache. I think you're doing a lot of deep heart healing. That's why, your spiritual guide, Krishna, is coming through. That's why you've got the love card, the openness card. It's so time to go deep within and do some real heart healing. It's interesting, Aries, this reading has such a Scorpio feeling to it. You might have some Scorpio in your chart, or you might have a Scorpio in your life. But because we've got that Venus motion of, into the sign of Scorpio, that's going to be highlighting your universal Scorpio house. So I do feel like you'll be doing some deep soul searching, especially through the middle to the end of the month. Wow, let's clarify this 3 of Swords. How best to do this emotional recovery. I think any kind of counseling, any kind of, healing work that you do, and working things out. If you have, a significant other, family dynamics that need to be healed, the more that you can talk this out in a peaceful, diplomatic way, the better. Page of Wands, yeah, and this is your own energy. Page of Wands is fresh new beginnings and starts. And so I feel like what you really want, what you kind of crave is a fresh new start for your heart. It's like you're ready to start over again. It's time to let go of the heartaches, the losses, the sadness, the grief, and come into a new, fresh perspective, because our Page of Wands is new doors opening. It's greater vitality. It's a childlike energy. It's much happier, much more joyful, enthusiastic, and excited about life. So let's get a potential outcome for September 2021. And the 8 of Wands. Wow, guys. So we go from the 8 of Swords to the 8 of Wands as this month concludes. And this is very positive. This is journeys. This is movement. So I feel like it's like from 8 of Swords to 8 of Wands is very beautiful, because the 8 of Swords, it has you feeling very stuck, feeling like you're not good enough to go further, feeling like you're really doubting yourself. But the 8 of Wands is a totally different dynamic. It gets things moving. It's Sagittarius energy. It's fiery. It's passionate. It's back in action, right? Which is where you like to be. So you might be traveling or communication. You may really have some breakthroughs in that area. Great card. Really great card. Let's clarify that for our Aries, please. And we have the Devil. Yeah, I do. Look at this. I feel like the Devil and the 8 of Swords have a lot in common. And I feel like through your own efforts, through your own willpower, through your own healing work, you're breaking free of a lot of personal limitations, things that you need to let go of. The Devil is Capricorn energy. This could also say that for some of my Aries out there, you've been working really hard, doing quite a lot, maybe pushing yourself more than you should. And it may be really time for rest or break, to go journey, to travel, to do something that you really love, rather than something that you just feel chained to, that makes you feel very heavy. The Devil is also letting go of old negative cycles, right? Breaking free of those old patterns. Most of our month is ruled by Virgo Virgo, and Virgo is all about routines and patterns. So I would say that Aries, this is definitely as well a time where you're letting go of some things and changing some of your routines and habits. You may even be changing your social, connections. You may be changing a job or where you live. All of those could come under that rulership. Look at this. On the bottom, we got the Three of Swords again, along with the Seven of Pentacles. This is patience. This is vision. This is taking your time to grow that garden and cultivate things. Three of Swords again. To me, this is taking the time to kind of weed the garden of your heart. It really is, because it's time to love bigger, to love better, to devote, more to that loving energy and have people devote it back to you. And you can't do that fully with a half broken heart, right? So Aries, this is a month to heal your heartache, to let go of old negative cycles, and to move into something that makes you feel passionate, fiery, happier. Definitely work with Krishna or your own spirit guides towards those ends, because this can be a powerful month of breakthrough. Let's get a affirmation from our fairy oracle for you. Ooh, look at this. Nice synchronicity, Aries. We had that last card, that Eight of Wands, journeys. Your affirmation is also journey. Look at that. And we have that bunny rabbit in that card. I love that. She's a little fairy, and she put a little saddle on the bunny so that she can take a journey riding that bunny. I love that. Okay, so it's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. Ooh, Aries, I love it. So I do feel like you're moving beyond something that has been so heavy, so difficult, and either you're emotionally, physically, or both moving to a better reality here. Beautiful reading, Aries. Hope that September is awesome for you, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Take care.